today's home Pathshala. It will transform your dream into reality.
Good morning. Today we are going to learn the job characteristics model. First of all, we have to understand who has given this model. Hackman and Oldham in 1976 has given the job characteristics model. Number one. Number two, the very important thing, the job characteristic model is the based on the need theory of motivation or content theory. So first of all, we have already studied the content theory of motivation. So content theory of motivation or need theory of motivation. Under this section, the important model is the job characteristic model. In my previous class, we have already understood the Maslow hierarchy of need. I'll learn for Yancey theory, Hausberg motivation hygiene theory, McClelland learned need theory, and today we are going to learn the job characteristic model. Apart from job characteristic model, I have already discussed another theory, process theory, under this section, room expectancy theory, equity theory, and goal setting theory. And third important thing, the reinforcement theory. Today, we are going to learn the job characteristics model. So, job characteristic model is another an important motivational theory, and this theory is based on a need theory or content theory. And this theory has given Hackman and Oldham 1976. According to this theory, motivation, satisfaction, performance quality, withdrawal behavior such as absenteeism and turnover are function of three critical psychological states. The three important psychological states, the theorist mention three critical psychological states. These states are: number one, experience meaningfulness; number two, responsibility for outcome; number three, knowledge of result. So experience meaningfulness. So what do you mean by experience meaningfulness? It means it is determined by three core job characteristics. The experience meaningfulness is based on three job characteristics. Number one, skill variety. Number two, task identity. Number three, task significance. The skill variety. So what do you mean by skill variety? The skill variety means being challenged to use a variety of one's capability. The skill is based on the person to person's own capabilities. Next, task identity. Task identity means completing a whole identifiable piece of work from start to finish. The task identity, the task has been mentioned, task has been have to start to finish piece of work which based on start to finish systematically and identified. Third, task significance. So what do you mean by task significance? Having an impact on other people inside or outside the organization. Having an impact. Task significance. Significance means importance. The impact on the others people inside or outside of the organization. So experience meaningfulness based on three areas: skill variety, task identity, and task significance. Next topic is based on experience responsibility. The experience responsibility means is the thought to be shaped by the job characteristics of autonomy. The experience responsibility is based on job characteristics of autonomy. Autonomy means the freedom and discretion about when and how to complete the work. That is the related to job characteristics of autonomy, and it is also related experience responsibility. The third point, experience knowledge of result. What do you mean by experience knowledge of result? It is shaped by the job characteristics of feedback, information from completing the work itself about one progress and effectiveness. So what do you mean that? Experience knowledge of result, the knowledge of result, what is the outcome and feedback. Thus, from motivational standpoint, well-designed job are those that incorporate high level of 5 core job dimensions. So what they have mentioned here, I repeat again, motivational standpoint. From motivational point of view, well-designed job are those incorporate high level of 5 core job dimensions. Number one, the employee should be highly motivated. Number one. Number two, perform high quality of work. Number three, be highly satisfied with their job. And number four, be absent infrequently. Absenteeism should be stopped and be unlikely to resign from their job. So these are the 5 core job dimension. Now, job characteristic model. This is the diagrammatic way of representation of job characteristic model. The job characteristic model based on 3 areas. Number one, core job dimension. Number two, critical psychological state. Number three, effective outcome. So effective outcome is the internal work motivation. We are going to study the internal need theory or the content theory. This theory is based on internal work motivation or internal motivation. The effective outcome is clear, internal work motivation. The thing is the core job dimension. Already I discussed the core job dimension is based on skill variety, task identity and task significance. It is related with the critical psychological state. Critical psychological state means analytical mind, analytical state of mind. So these three are related, the experienced meaningfulness. This critical psychological state has been divided into 3 parts: experience meaningfulness, experience responsibility and knowledge of result. So experience meaningfulness is related the core job dimension, skill, tasks, skill variety, task identity and task significance. And experience responsibility is related the autonomy. And knowledge of result is related to job feedback. And overall it motivates the growth and strength. And final outcome is internal work motivation. So this chart is very interesting and very effective way of demonstration. Now, another important thing, the motivating potential scope, the relationship between job dimension and motivation. We are studying here the motivation perspective, the relationship between job dimension and motivation. Motivating potential score, motivating to assess the relationship between core job dimension and motivation. The questionnaire known as the Job Diagnostic Service, that is called JDS, has been developed. The based on response, this is the based on empirical study. The MPS equal to skill variety plus task identity plus task significance into autonomy and feedback by 3. So we get the MPS is summary index of job potential for motivating people. The higher the score for a given job, the greater the likelihood of experience, positive outcome and specific by the model. If the score higher, the positive outcome will come out. This effect are however moderated by individual differences in growth needs 10, such as employees who value learning, development are more responsive to both the enriched job characteristics and critical psychological state, as well as by knowledge, skill, autonomy in the work context. So today We learn the important job characteristics model, which is given by Hackman and Oldham 1976, and this model is one of the important content theory of motivation. So you try to understand this topic systematically, and it is very effective for our MBA student, UGC NEET and JRF, and tourism travel management student. So keep touch with this channel, follow this channel. I try to give you the important discussion. So thank you.